Today for the Bitcoin price with DaVinci J15, we are going to talk about Bitcoin because before this recording, DaVinci just texted me over on WhatsApp that we have to jump on a call and make a video here for you guys. I already made 2 today, but this doesn't stop us from coming out and talking about these crazy movements here in the charts. Is Bitcoin going to go higher or are we going to go lower? And more importantly, for everyone who is standing on the sidelines right now, how to trade it? Should we jump into a trade or should we wait for a specific rejection here down for lower price levels? We will talk about all of that, and I can tell you already something. If you are sticking here with us, this video is going to be a very short one. You will know exactly what's going on in the market right now. So sit down, scroll down, smash up the like button to a new all-time high. And also, guys, I'm getting so many messages right now. Of course, I have my trade open here on Phemex, $8.5 million in contract size. You can see right here on the right-hand side, $2.6 million in profits. And I am updating you over on Twitter and on YouTube in absolute real time when I'm opening these trades. If you also want to be trading Bitcoin here, down below in the pinned comment, you will find a $700 bonus link here. Bybit, Phemex, Judex. Use these links down below if you're an experienced trader, and after your initial deposit you get $700 for free. And the nicest thing is, after this bonus period, you are always, by using our link down below, eligible for all future bonus periods here on these trusted exchanges where I'm personally trading on as well. So go down to the pinned comment. If you're an experienced trader, well, you might as well use these links and get the bonus. And with that being said, I want to come to the most important question of today. DaVinci J15, I can't wait to see you very soon here in Dubai. How are you doing today, my man?
I'm in the pot, 5x5, trying to stay alive. A little homeless, but that's all right. I'll be fine. How you doing there, man?
You'll be fine, man. I'll take care about you here in Dubai, for sure. Let's go straight into the charts. And of course, DaVinci, I know right now there is so much stuff going on, and still you are taking your time, especially when it is necessary right now. You just texted me, so maybe we can go straight into the charts and you share with us your wisdom and what you are seeing in the charts for Bitcoin right now in the immediate short term.
All right, let's get into this, the magical charts here. Okay, I'm going to start sharing my screen. And as you can see, well, we had Bitcoin have a bullish divergence, and then as it took off, once we broke this trend line here, as you can see, we started to base sideways, and then boom, off to the races here. Now, I'm a little concerned about this because the volume is not indicative of us actually going a lot higher here right away. I mean, we are obviously, Bitcoin's going to 70,000 for sure. Well, no one way or another in a very short amount of time. But the question is, when's it going to do that, right? Is it going to do that in the next day or two, or is it going to do that? Obviously, probably not in the next day or two, but in the next month or so. Or is it going to retrace? Well, obviously, nothing goes up in a straight line. So we have to do some fibs here. And we're going to bring up the fibs and take a look. And you can see we're right at, we've already broken through the 61.8.
Oh.
We're up to the 78.6. And we've been rejected from there. And this would be a positive sign. If we could break above, right here, let me just put a point here that everybody can see. Right here is this last high here. There we go. At almost $60,000. We break above $60,000. That's a definite positive sign that we're going to be breaking higher. But the real breakthrough is the 61,781. That's clear skies ahead. Yeah. Now, I would be careful before jumping in a trade. I think we should wait for this to at least pull back to the 38.2 before you jump into the trade, because I'm interested in getting in on this action, but I'm not going to chase this. Yeah. I'm going to wait for a 38.2, at least the 38.2 pullback. As we've gone straight up here, so I think we should at least come back to the 38.2 before we actually go higher. So this would create a nice, beautiful W here. Once we do retrace back to the 38.2 or the 61.8, because we could do that as well. So be careful. So make sure you don't use too much leverage when you're making your trades, because it could actually go a little bit deeper. But 38.2 is probably where we're probably going to retrace back to, and then I think I'm going to probably jump into the trade and hold that for a higher amount, because I don't see us breaking down below the 50,000. I think there's a lot of support here, especially since, Michael Saylor, he's at the $53,000 mark. He's got his money there, and he's like, yeah, okay, you want to sell me some Bitcoin? I'll buy it, and I'm going to hold it for 100 years. So be careful.
Exactly, man.
Sell your Bitcoin.
That's the thing, man. People have to understand, these big people, they are happy about all the red selling volume, because I have contacts here in Dubai. OTC markets are dried out. They need panic. They need the OTC markets to be flooded again. Otherwise, they cannot even fill their orders, and they have to go to centralized exchanges. And this is certainly not what the big people are doing. They are happy about every dump, and so should you actually. I personally, Da Vinci, I agree with you, because the volume was also a little bit concerning. Whereas everything else looks beautiful, the volume is still lagging behind. I still added up to my new position, increased my my liquidation price to 44,000. It's not a safe game anymore, but we had, and I wanted to know your opinion about that. You are traveling, so maybe you didn't hear that. I wanted to know your opinion, Da Vinci, about the recent news. They just broke like 2 hours ago. PayPal right now enabled all their crypto holders to pay in crypto at their merchants. And we are talking about more than 30 million merchants. Like, that's absolutely crazy, Da Vinci. Did you hear about that? And what is your opinion about this?
I was in my chat group so telling everybody what's going on. And they told me about that news. And I was like, wow, that's blew my mind. I was like, holy, that's amazing. So, yeah, you can see that Bitcoin will catch a bid because of this. But that doesn't mean you throw your money at this just like willy-nilly. Please don't do that, right? Unless you're doing like no leverage, right? That's okay. If you're buying and holding, that's fine. It doesn't matter what price, just as long as you do the dollar cost average, and that's fine. However, if you're trading this and you're doing it on leverage, don't chase. This is chasing. If you're up here buying Bitcoin up here with with low volume, as you can see, this is a little bit concerning. If it breaks this trend line, I think you can get into a small short, but it's so risky that I would avoid that small short because of the high risk, because there's not much room downwards on such a short play. So I'd avoid the short play on this, but it's also a possibility if you wanted to play the short term movements as well.
Perfect, man. Can we go back into the phase mode? I know you don't have so much time, but I wanted to catch up on something. You also mentioned the $70,000 level as it being inevitable. I personally also quoted that one. For me personally, it was one Fibonacci extension, but also an AB equals CD move. How did you come to that price target of 70,000? For me, it's slightly below. And what do you think when we are going to reach it? You said, of course, the question is when. We don't really know, but let's say we are breaking the previous high. Let's say we are breaking the 61.7K level for Bitcoin within that week. What do you think when we are going to hit the 70,000?
I think Bitcoin is poised to do this in the next month because of all the surrounding hype and people doing videos around cryptocurrencies. The NFTs, right, is also bringing people into the crypto universe, right, in a big way, because a lot of people love art and so forth, and they're slowly understanding what crypto means. And the younger generation who purchase skins for their games, they understand the value of something that's digital, whilst the older people do not. And you'll find a lot of them are convincing the older people to purchase these assets, these crypto assets, and they'll eventually come around to purchasing Bitcoin. So we're going to see a massive run in Bitcoin in the very short term, and it's going to be absolutely amazing to watch and see what happens in the short term and in the medium term and the long term for Bitcoin. It's going to be spectacular. And you know what? It's always fun when you're watching up markets. I hope this never stops, but I know it's going to come to an end. But it's always so much fun, right?
Exactly. Probably it's gonna stop when the ETF comes out, right? But
that's what I think.
Yeah, but they are going to time that perfectly well. I think they are going to time that ETF exactly when you have the highest buying volume, all the mainstream joined in. Bam, that's the moment. I don't think this moment has come yet. Bitcoin is on an bullish upwards trajectory. Let's see if we are going to knock out the 70K. I know you have an appointment now. Thank you so much for taking your time, Da Vinci. I can't wait to see you again. Do you have any last news to share, any updates before we are wrapping it up for today?
Yeah, I'm going to be having a special on Pandora's Wallet. Once I get to Dubai, I'm going to be talking about that. So look out for that on my channel, right? I'm going to be getting back to normal. I know I haven't done videos in a long while, but I will be getting back to it and working hard to get you guys the news. So I'm excited. I'm excited. You know what? Things are not going great in my life right now, but you know what? Whenever there's a rainstorm in your life, remember that the sun clouds will come out. In the future.
They are going to come out eventually, man. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for providing us with this amazing product, Pandora's Wallet. Everyone, click the link down below if you want to support Da Vinci. PandorasWallet.com. Not only do you support him, you get an amazing product. You get early access to the videos. It's a freaking no-brainer. Link down below. Thank you so much for watching until the very end, for smashing up the like button, sharing the video, making noise for the algorithm. And with that being said, Da Vinci, any last words to share before we are wrapping it up for today?
Yeah, always play from a position of strength and do not get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, guys, click the MMCrypto, but more importantly, Da Vinci J15 subscription box right there and right there. And as always, guys, bye-bye.
All right. Just realized I can't. They changed the application now. I don't know how to share my screen.
Don't worry. I will cut. I will make 2 cuts. Maybe I can put this specific one I can put in the outtakes.
Oh, I'm like, what? Oh man, it's always when it rains it pours.